Christopher Payne. I'm an independent video producer and I teach at Algonquin College. I got into video production initially doing weddings back in the 80s. The most challenging project I've worked on to date was a project we spent almost a year on, or probably a year on. It was for the 100th anniversary of the Montreal Canadiens, and it ended up being I'm gonna say, I think a 6 DVD box set. It was, we produced almost 8 hours of content over the course of a year. It was a lot of stuff. How did I get into teaching? I got into teaching, it was kind of an odd thing, because I had not really ever thought about it. And I was a freelancer, and I was looking for something that might be a bit more kind of consistent and spread the load a bit. And I ended up getting a gig at Algonquin. Oddly enough, because there was a bunch of people from, I'd worked at a game company. I spent 8 years doing video content for a game company. And a bunch of when the game company folded, a bunch of the guys that had done game development ended up teaching at Algonquin, and so they had ended up being pretty good, I guess. And so I applied for this gig here at Algonquin, and the guy doing the interview was like, "Oh yeah, you were at Artec. There's a whole bunch of guys, and they're all great guys, and they have done a great job." So I ended up getting hired because I had worked at this one game company, I guess. My advice always is, I think, try and always look through stuff through the eyes of people that are going to be seeing your work. I think you have to always bear in mind the way the audience is going to perceive it, and try and distance yourself, because just because you fall in love with a shot, or you fall in love with a chunk of storyline, doesn't mean that that's going to work with the audience. So that's to me it's the most important thing. Never forget that you're taking people's attention. Like it's a gift when somebody watches your stuff. So you got to make sure that you respect them.